valuation and analysis of bonds with embedded options. Relatively easier reading to handle. So we should be able to finish it in about 120 minutes, so less than that. Now let's understand what are bonds with embedded option. Alright, so bonds with embedded options. Okay, so let's make a mighty large flowchart. Bonds with embedded options. Then we will roughly divide them into two large categories. The ones which benefit issuer and the ones which benefit investor. The ones which benefit issuer and the ones which benefit investor. The ones which benefit issuer, in this category we can put callable. Are you sure? Should we put callable here? Yes. So callable bond. So callable bonds would go into this category. And the ones which benefit investors, we can have either putable bonds or we could also have convertible bonds. So now from an investor perspective here, investor perspective, a callable bond is similar to having a portfolio where you have long position on a straight bond. Straight means without option free bond, without any bond embedded, without any option embedded, and you have a short position on call option, and therefore we simply call them as bond minus call. Bond minus call. So from an investor, the portfolio includes the long position on bond and the short position on call option. Again, from the investor perspective, a putable bond is similar to a long position on straight bond plus a long position on put option, and therefore we would call them as a bond plus a put option. For convertible bonds, we have a long position again on a straight bond plus we have a long position on call option on equities. Call option on equities. And this would be again a bond plus call on equity. Bond plus call on equity. So the reading is more focused on callable versus putable, and then we have last couple of learning outcome focused on convertible bonds. As an investor, if you had to choose between the two, which one would you choose? Putable bond. So will you agree that a putable bond is safer and a callable bond is riskier? Now, because it is safer, will it be correct to say that the bond will earn less? So we would earn lesser yield on this, and here we will earn a higher yield. And lesser yield means lesser spread. Spread means the distance between the two yields. So yield on a bond minus yield on government bonds. And because the yield is higher, here automatically spread would be higher. Are we okay here?